Okay, so today, I'm like really sick, but it's whatever, cause we live archived. So today I'm gonna be showing you guys like the most efficient ways to farm candy for the new Halloween update. Cause obviously, well, if you haven't played the game, I guess you wouldn't know this, but if you've played the game at all, you've probably noticed you have this candy in the bottom right. Sorry. Um, so like. And you can come over here to this subway, talk to this guy back here, and you can redeem your candy for a bunch of stuff. They actually, my bad. They actually added like low blood feed blood, which is more valuable now that you can actually gen up as a blood fiend, but it might still be bugged. So I don't know. Don't ask me. And I also figured out these are actually not all just black silence weapons, but yeah. But these prices all got lowered. Singularity is still pretty expensive. This still is for Wild Hunt. And you still have all these conversions. And pretty much there's a couple ways you can farm it, candy. The methods I don't recommend just for directly farming candy is like, I mean like the sources I give it but aren't the best in my opinion are like RR, Refraction Railway, and like library, because I haven't personally done RR in a little bit, so I don't know how much, but from what I've heard, it takes like an hour to get like 250, which is just really inefficient. I mean, I've gotten like 1,000 or like 2,000 in an hour before, without even using like the most efficient method. So like, don't do that. And other than that, library as well only gives 25 per run. Me and my friend figured out the hard way. So yeah, it's also very, very inefficient, not recommended. So the three ways I'm showing you are mostly the most efficient. The first one not so much, second one's good, the third one's just like easy candy farm. So the first one obviously is just doing contracts, and a lot of the candy you're making from this isn't going to be directly from the contracts, but it's going to be from these candy bag items you get. If you're willing to play in a PD, I would just farm in that and like a 9 in the Backstreet server, because I think in like one 9 in the Backstreets session for like 20 minutes I was farming, and I got like 25 candy bags and then a couple hundred just candies off the contract. So it gives a decent amount while also giving you some good loot. So like you just come over here, do the actual contracts themselves, and then I mean, yeah, it just gives you a decent amount of candy. I mean, this is by far the slowest method if you're just farming directly for candy. I just like this because it lets you get some other loot on top, which can be very nice to get. Wow, I just got no other loot, but see, you can get some candy there, and then especially in PDs, you get a lot of these candy bags, which like if you see, I use it and I get like 9. It ranges from like a 9 to like 20-ish candy per bag. But so that's probably the slowest method you can. The most efficient, just like passive way to get it, in my opinion, is going trick-or-treating. You're gonna come up to all these doors that are glowing, and you're gonna hold knock on them, and you're gonna see some of them you can knock on, and you have these two options. Trick or treat gets you an easy like 25, and I'm pretty sure give me all your candies either gives you like 1 or like 80. So but yeah, so you can go trick or treating and just run around getting that. And I'm gonna show you probably what I consider like the best places to farm the most doors. Realistically, if you want efficient candy, you're gonna just have to find a small server. It doesn't really matter if it's like your region. You just need somewhere you can just like get a bunch. And because the doors, they every time any player uses them, it gives you like it gives it a 5-minute cooldown. So if other players are in your server using the doors a bunch, then you're not going to be able to use it. So the first place I would come to is over here in this like left corner near like the ramp where you go down to the syndicate place. As you can see, also if you're wondering why I'm picking the second option, it's because I've never actually seen you get a bunch from the second dialogue, so I'm trying to verify that. But if you come over here to this area, there's gonna be a lot of doors that you can farm. Starting, I would come over here, and you can just. Usually, this place isn't very looted because no one walks all the way over here, unless they're like deliberately just farming candy. So you're gonna run around over here. You come to this door as well, and so you just. Honestly, from what I've tested, I would just go with the first dialogue option most of the time, because I mean most of the time you're gonna get one candy instead of the like jackpot if it does exist. So the 15 or 20 per regular door is gonna rack up a lot quicker in my opinion. So yeah, you're gonna come over here and you can just clear out this whole little area and you will get a bunch of candy. And then there's one other place I'll show you. So you have this door here, and you have 2 more doors over there, and another door over there. So yeah, just go around collecting this whole area. And then the other place I will speed up walking to real quick after these 2 doors. Okay, so if you come over here, this place isn't gonna have nearly as many like doors as the previous place, but it's still gonna have a decent amount where you can get like 1 to 200. Oh, okay. So this is what it is. If you do get in, you gotta come around and collect all the candy, which could give you, they give 3 each. You can see there's a bunch of these all over the floor. So this is what happens if you do get lucky with the dialogue, but honestly it's so inconsistent, I don't know how worth it is. We'll see how much candy I get after collecting all this. Yeah, so I got 78 candy from that, so I mean that's a pretty good amount. But it does take a lot of doors to get that, so realistically I would probably just spam the first method. But okay, what the hell? I'm not gonna fight that. Okay, so like I was saying before, you're just gonna come around this area, just collecting all this candy here. And then if you come through here, there's this door. And then if you come over here, there's this one as well, where you could just keep collecting a ton. And then you come around here, and this is where like the rest of the doors don't have candy, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so if you walk up to them, those aren't gonna have anything, so just that little corner there. But so we're gonna cut to the final method now. Okay, so the last method I'm gonna be showing you guys is you're gonna wait for like this control point event to start. It'll happen every 2 hours. It'll either be the abnormality thing or this. And if it is this control point, you're just gonna try standing in here literally the full 15 minutes and you will get a ton of candy. So I'll show you that in a little bit. So yeah, you see I still got 11 more minutes. I'm already at 800 points. I don't think it's 1-to-1. I think it's like, I don't really know the ratio. You'll see at the end. So yeah, I'm gonna stand here until literally this thing ends, and we'll see how much candy I get. Okay, so there we go. I think they nerfed it a bit, I guess, or it might just be because of the amount of people there. But still, I literally just sat there and got a easy 1,000 candy. Also with like a ton of on. I got like 90 million on. So yeah. No, I never knew there was a passageway from back here all the way up here. But the more you know. Okay, so now that I've showed you everything, realistically, what I would do if I was farming and you really want to just dedicate only to candy farming, I would just farm the what's it called? Oh yeah. I would just farm the trick or treating and stuff at the doors. I would use the first dialogue most of the time because you're gonna end up getting more candy. I would have gotten way more candy if I used the first dialogue choice than if I kept the that one jackpot out of all those doors I opened. But just keep doing that throughout the 2 hours you have to wait for a control plate, and just do that. Do control plate. Control plate's still gonna be the majority of your candy because, well, it gives like, because in like the clip I showed, it only gave me like 1K, but it usually gives you like 2 to 3K. I don't know what happened. It's a little bit RG based, I think. But so yeah, that's all realistically I would do. Just farm that. If you really wanted to get some singularities and stuff, you could do that. Probably get one in like 4-ish hours if you're efficient with 2 control points and trick or treating the whole rest of the time. And if you want just some loot as well, just do 9 in the back streets contracts. You'll get both a decent amount of candy and some pretty good loot. So that's all for this guide. Sorry for my voice sounding horrible right now. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.